All right, my beautiful people, listen up. So today I'm going to teach you how to be in a state of divine flow, not really care about what's going on in the exterior, just live your life peacefully and blissfully and just be in your own sphere, in your own world. You know, your life is a projection of one's own consciousness and lens, which means that which you think and feel, will be projected outwardly and you will feel it inwardly. So hence we need to work on up here, adjusting our lens, right? Broadening our lens, broadening it and, you know, really expanding our horizons consciously. And therefore we can be in that state of flow, because what is the flow state? The flow state is merely you just not being attached. It's a form of detachment, not of like aversion, trying to escape reality, but more so not being so deeply involved in the worldly drama, because that's all it is. It's distractions and drama. So I wanted to give you this example, right? When I walk down the street, I have non-focalized awareness. I am in my own sphere, in my own loving, blissful, high vibrational state of consciousness the whole time. Do you know why that is? It's because I don't pay attention to people. And you might be thinking, well, that's kind of a cowardly thing. No, not at all. Because when people come up to me, I talk to them, they feel the power and the frequency. But what I don't do is I don't give my sense of self to people, because for the most part, listen, I see it everywhere. When people walk around, why do you think it is that they dress up nice? When you see a girl looking all beautiful, she's dressed up, you know, everything 10-10. Why is it? It's because she's trying to get the validation from other people. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because that's what women do. Those are their chips, right? Women's chips are their looks. But at the same time, what you're essentially doing is you're kind of externalizing your power. Because if you go outside and you 10-10 yourself and no one really looks at you, you're going to be like, yo, mate, what's wrong with me? However, I've gotten to the point where I can come out bummy as fuck. Obviously, I don't look like a tramp, but I don't really care, right? For the most part, I'm always looking fly. But you get to a point where you can just look, quote unquote, bummy, but you don't really give a shit, right? And still you're in that blissful state of peace, joy, and just higher vibrational states of consciousness. Why? Because it's a form of detachment. It's a form of taking your power back, realizing that you paint reality with your love, with your projection of reality. So I say all that to say this, guys. All you have to do merely is walk around. Do not pay attention to people. Don't pay attention to, you know, the way in which people perceive you or the looks you get. Just look around at reality itself. Look at reality. This is what we should be focusing on. We are part and parcel. Yeah, we are part and parcel of nature itself. We are direct manifestations of nature. Everything in nature, right, is fractal. I'm gonna show you some pictures as to what I mean by fractal. You have depictions of nature within your body, within your brain, within your human anatomy, which are direct manifestations of nature, right? You find it in fruit, you find it in vegetables, you find it in the way in which landscapes are formed. Yo, it's insane, which literally just goes to show you that the worldly drama, the linear story in your head is false. It's not real. You're being inundated with false conceptions of reality, which are merely here to distract you from what? From yourself. Not the small self, not the personality ego, from the self, the infinite, nameless, formless, birthless, deathless self, which pervades everything and everyone in creation. And when you really understand that, you're just like, I'm just here for the experience. I'm really just here for the experience. It's just a human experience. And that way, your manifestations happen that much faster, because you've amplified your energy. You're not attached so much. You know, when things go wrong, your heart isn't beating and you're so anxious, and, you know, you're not in your head and your thoughts start to go and descend into this horribly negative trajectory, right? It's because you understand the flow of the game. The flow means that you understand the polarity of the two, you know, the great things and the less desirable things. You just remain in the center, stay in the center. That's how you remain grounded in your energy. So I know you've heard me say stuff like semen retention, stuff like meditation, yoga, breath work, reading, journaling. These are all just ways that you can, you know, amplify your energy, be a bit more, you know, in control as to where you direct your awareness and energy. But the flow state, you can be in a state of flow without really doing anything, because at the end of the day, you realize that you already are everything. But that comes with expanding your levels of awareness and consciousness, right? Which in time they grow, in time you start to ascend, and in time you start to perceive things from such a higher paradigm where you start to understand even the less desirable stuff. You understand how and why people start to poke at you when you have higher energy, right? Guys, that's just a very short video on the flow state. I'm always in my state of flow. Do I have days? Yes, I do. I have days where I'm just like,
what? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
what? F all this rubbish. But at the same time, we're still here. We're not going to off ourselves, are we? Just maximize your energy, maximize your productivity, maximize, you know, it's just a game of energy, like you always hear me say. So remove the stuff that pokes at your energy and pokes holes in your aura and makes you susceptible for energetic attack, makes you susceptible to things that lower your vibration, and just live at your optimum energetically and vibrationally each and every single day. Use each moment to boost your aura and energy. Guys, it's really simple. And when you do that, when you start stacking your days, you start compounding your habits, wow, life really is just a game of bliss. Like, because you make it bliss with your awareness. That's the key. Guys, peace and power, love and light. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.